Hey everybody, we are in Tulum again. We are bringing you another real estate video because we're updating the ones we've done before. Even though they're still up to date with information, we want to bring you some of the new things that are happening, things that are affecting the real estate market. And we're here with Sebastian. He is a recommended realtor on our website. So Sebastian, what things are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about market trends. We're going to talk about the best locations, up and coming projects, obviously the Maya train, the Tulum airport. We're going to talk about financing options, prices, you name it. We're going to cover everything related to the real estate market today.
Great, and we're gonna have so much information that we're gonna mention in this video, maps with the Jaguar Park and everything that he will be able to send you. So at the end of the video, make sure we put a link in our article so you can email him as well. So let's get started and talk about Tulum real estate market. Since we've been in Tulum the last time, there's a lot of new changes, some huge infrastructure projects.
Correct.
So what are some of the things that's gonna affect the Tulum real estate market?
So number one is obviously the Tulum airport. We've already have a lot of Mexican cities, the largest cities confirmed. So we have Mexico City, the two airports in Mexico City. We have Monterrey, we have Guadalajara, and Tijuana, right? So that's national. And then international, we already have different airlines that have already confirmed they're gonna be flying into Tulum International, like Spirit Airlines, and also Aeromexico and Delta, okay? So they're flying from Atlanta, Chicago, and San Francisco to start, okay? That they're gonna start flying in March 2024. So that is huge. The Tulum airport is set to receive 5.5 million visitors a year, okay? So that is obviously going to shift a lot of what's happening in the market.
Yeah, it changes the whole dynamic of, it takes pressure out of Cancun, but right now to get to Tulum from Cancun, it's a good 2-hour drive. So if you're coming from Europe, it's a long flight and you want to be another 2 hours in transport. So that is a huge benefit for Tulum.
Correct.
And then the Train Maya is also going to be coming. How is that project coming along?
Right, so the Tren Maya has different stages, different tramos, right? The stage that has the least amount of progress is the stage of the Riviera Maya because they actually changed the project. It was gonna be running on the highway and now they did it a little further in the jungle. So that delayed this, this segment of the Tren Maya. So now we're looking at everything being delivered and fully functional for the 29th of February of 2024. At least that's what the Mexican president said on the latest video. However, it might be a little bit late. I think it's a little optimistic, but I thought the same thing with December the 1st in the international airport, and it's ready. They finished it fast.
But I will say this, I actually saw the Train Maya yesterday running between Valladolid and Cancun. They're testing the speed of it. It's already up and running. The cars are already in Cancun. So that's going to allow accessibility to the entire peninsula because it's an entire loop going through 5 different states.
Correct.
So that opens up a whole nother opportunity to tourism coming to the Riviera Maya and more accessible transportation.
That's correct. So that's going to be massive. It's a $3 billion investment. So that will open up emerging markets real estate wise. So there are a couple of really interesting emerging markets that we're going to do some videos about, but also you can send us an email to the email address that we will set on the description below so that you can get which are those emerging destinations where you can be, let's say, fast to jump in and get that high appreciation like what happened with Tulum and Playa del Carmen, right? Which are now more mature markets.
I'll mention one secret location. It's not so secret. It's Bakalar. We've done a video there. It's not going to be as big as Tulum. It's a more exclusive area, but it is a beautiful area that is having development now. So that's one of the areas.
Correct, yeah. I mean, you fly in directly into Tulum International, which is also a little bit further down south of Tulum. So from Tulum International to Bakalar, I mean, it's gonna be, what, I think less than an hour Mayan train ride, and you're sitting on a train with high-speed internet, restaurants with a lot of different cuisines, Mexican cuisines. You also have the, how do you say vagones, the trains?
The wagons with sleeper cars for long distance.
There you go.
So that's going to open up other parts of the peninsula.
Right.
And then there's the Jaguar Park.
Right, correct.
Which looks, well, you think it's small, but you actually have the map and everything of that.
Yes.
So you can share that. If people email, you can share the complete details. Because actually when you drive into Tulum, even today, there's a new bridge across the highway and all this infrastructure on the north end of Tulum.
Correct.
That's going in, and that's a huge project.
Yeah, and that also will have great appreciation on that archaeological site and all the different regions that are being developed right next to the Tulum Jaguar Park, because they're gonna have unobstructed views directly to the Tulum ruins, which are, I think, the only ruins like sitting in front of the Caribbean Sea that I know of. And they will have electric buses that go down from the Tulum Mayan train station down to the Jaguar Park, and then they will cross this bridge above Highway 307 that connects Cancun all the way down to Bakalar and into the Jaguar Park. So they will have cenotes, they will have lookout points, bike paths, trails, different beach accesses. Yeah, it's double the size of Central Park in New York City. So that's gonna be a massive change to that area of Tulum.
And so that will have one Mayan train station, and then there'll be another one for the airport?
Exactly, correct.
So
So
2 stations in Tulum?
my personal opinion is that Tulum will be a larger city than Playa del Carmen, because Playa del Carmen doesn't have an international airport, right? Tulum will now have its own international airport and will have 2 Mayan train stations. It will have the Jaguar Park or the Tulum Ruins train station close to Coba, well, a little further down on Coba Avenue, and then you will have the International Airport Mayan train station there. So that will be also a very short train ride.
So with all this infrastructure that is coming to Tulum, that's going to affect the real estate market. So how has the real estate market changed basically in the past year?
Okay, so when we recorded the past video that got over 60,000 views, and I want to thank everyone that wrote down to us and the 100 of investors that decided to purchase property through us, we were at 3,000 properties on AirDNA, right, on Airbnb. So now the market is sitting around 10,000 properties on Airbnb. So longer the days where you could just rent out any little space. You could put a tent on
everything
Coba
rented in
Avenue,
Tulum.
and everything got rented. You could get 150 bucks for a tent. Long are the days that happened. Now the market is a lot more competitive, which for me is a benefit, because we're looking at surreal architectural projects. Architects are really stepping up their game, and we're looking at incredible design-wise projects.
Like this place here is beautiful.
Like this place. And also something else that is good is that some of the projects that maybe are smaller or just cookie cutter projects, cheap projects, are switching to long-term rentals. So Airbnbs are going down, and we're looking more of people that are gonna come for a longer term. So more schools are opening up. The Green School that's only in Bali, South Africa, now it's gonna be in Mexico. It's a fully sustainable school. It's all gonna be made of bamboo. Google it. The Green School is mind-blowing, and they're doing one here in Tulum. It's gonna be opening 2025, so that's gonna be really big. Then you've got the Colegio Alemán, the German school in the Tulum Country Club. So that's already opened. I believe it goes till elementary. I'm not sure if they have, in Mexico we call it secundaria and then preparatoria, which is above elementary. They also opened the Real Madrid football premises inside the Tulum Country Club. So we're looking at a lot more families looking to relocate and just live down here, have a lifestyle that's close to the beach, at sea level, a lot of wellness, a lot of yoga, a lot of activities, more activities for families and kids now. So a lot of people are noticing that they're just 2 hours, 3-hour flight directly to their property in Tulum from Monterrey or Mexico City or Boston or New York, right? So that's gonna open a lot more for long-term or people that are gonna be spending longer time frames.
And I've noticed that even with people in Playa, a lot of people have started to move to Tulum. Before, Tulum was just a bedroom community. There wasn't a lot of stuff, but now it is actually a place people live, and with families and infrastructure, it's becoming more of a community.
Correct.
So that is something new in Tulum.
Yeah, you see neighborhoods like La Veleta, Aldea Sama, which already have all the infrastructure. You got barber shops, you got vets, you've got restaurants, you've got coffee shops, you've got gyms, you've got anything you want and need to be able to live here full time. While the last time that we shot the video, you didn't have those type of infrastructure. You didn't have high-speed internet in some places. So yeah, it was more rustic. Now it's a city that is, well, it's becoming a city, and obviously cities have growing pains. There's a lot of building going on still. They're just, the Coba Street, which is the main access to the beach, they're doing it 4 lanes now and 2 bike path lanes on each side. And there's a lot of big restaurants. There's a couple of hotels. The Hilton just opened up. The Marriott just opened up. Aloft, AM Resorts. The Secrets just opened up in Aldea Sama. So yeah, that's also, Coba Avenue is going to be the main road. And also there's a big shopping mall that Forbes just announced called I.O. And it's going to be all with this Tulum style, all this like rustic, bohemian, jungle chic style. And that's going to be changing how Tulum will look like in the near future.
And the cool thing is, it's all new. It's all great design. It's new. You're in the sun. It's a nice place to be. I was at the big grocery store, which is a Chedraui. They raised it up. It's bigger. Now there's a Smart Fit gym right there. So there's a whole plaza. There's a lot of services, which make it really nice.
Right. I agree. Something pretty cool as well. Let's say the next upcoming locations that are really good investment opportunities delivering 2024, 2025 pre-sale are Region 8. So Region 8 is actually the cherry of the cake. So you have Veleta, which is closer to the highway, closer to downtown. Then you've got Region 15. They have a lot of real estate projects there. And then Region 8 is the cherry of the cake all the way down as close as possible to the beach. And they also have a new beach road that is going to be parallel to the actual beach road to reduce traffic. Okay, that's also going to help out a lot. The municipality plan is for this parallel street that runs a little bit further west of the beach for all the providers of all the restaurants and shops to be able to run through there and then leave the main hotel street more touristic.
That's
right?
needed because it was bumper to bumper traffic for a while.
I agree. Yeah.
And then since our first video we did, there's a second beach road that opened. So that's a big improvement to get to the beach.
Yeah.
So that's something that's nice.
Yeah, that's Kukulkan Avenue, which is the second beach road access that just opened up. That's how you access Region 8, which properties have been selling out without even broken ground yet. And also there are 2 locations that I would like to point out that are also really amazing. Gated communities, which is Tulum 101. So Faena, which revolutionized the market in Florida. This Argentinian developer that created this incredible concepts in Florida, close to Miami, is now coming into Tulum. So we're gonna have a Faena district in Tulum 101, which is already announced on the Cobalt Avenue. That's gonna be sick, that's gonna be incredible. And you've got a lot of other different projects inside Tulum 101. It's called Tulum 101 because it has 101 hectares. Okay. And that's being developed by one of the wealthiest families from Yucatan. And they've been public. They're in the Mexican stock market. So it's a very strong, financially stable company. And also you will have Selvasama, which is right next to Tulum 101. And that's where the Green School is coming. Forbes is gonna have an incredible project that's gonna be opening up there for crypto enthusiasts, for people that are into this technology and decentralization that's going on. So yeah, a lot of really cool projects also coming up in Selvasama.
And since we first started doing videos here in Tulum, a lot of people were worried about infrastructure. And Aldeazama was the first planned community with everything included, sewers, everything. And we showed you some of the video of what the infrastructure they're doing in the downtown. And so a lot of that has been improved because infrastructure usually is behind in Mexico, but it's catching up. And because there's so much development, that has helped fuel or pay for some of the development in the local areas, which has been very helpful to Tulum.
I agree.
Another reason we like talking to Sebastian, not only is he a real estate agent in the Riviera Maya, but he is also an investor and a developer. And this is his development right here, which is called what?
It's called Onic. Onic means the world of the dreams in Greek. So it's basically based on the concept of surreal art. So surreal artists like Salvador Dali, René Magritte used the dream world and the unconscious to be able to bring their artworks into reality. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So we are building a low density project. Our neighbors are building 100+ units in the same 2,500 square meters that we have. And we're only building 27 unique apartments. We have amenities like a speakeasy, an underground bar with a secret entrance. We have a co-working space, a fully equipped gym, a jungle gym in the exterior. And then we also have the spa area. So basically amenities are separated in two. You have the detox area. So wellness, we've got yoga, meditation room, ice baths, sauna, steam room, massage, and then you have the cenote style pool, which is in the center. And on the other side, we have the retox amenities. So to have some fun, to have family, friends over, we're gonna have different chefs that will be catering that area for dinners and special events.
And this is in what part of Tulum?
This is in Region 8. So Region 8 is in the closest part to the beach. You're literally walking distance. You can get a bike and you'll be at the beach in 5 minutes. And we have actually a contract with 2 beach clubs. So you're steps away from your own beach clubs.
And why did you choose this area of Tulum?
We chose this area because as soon as the Kukulkan Road, the second beach road access opened up, we knew that this place was going to have the most appreciation and the most proximity to the beach. So yeah, it's the cherry of the cake of Tulum.
So as a realtor, you knew this was a good area?
That is correct.
And how many units have you sold as of right now?
We have 60% sold, so only 12 units available. We have a ground floor garden 1-bedroom unit. Then we've got 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and the penthouses, which there's only 1 left, and it's the best unit of the entire project.
So if you're still in the market, if you're looking at this video right as we put it out, this of course has already pretty much 60% sold out, and they're just starting construction. So that's pretty good. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this has been a very successful project, and we would be happy to send you the inventory brochure and the price list so you can get more details about it.
And we look forward to your next project too, because it'll be probably even more extravagant.
We already have one in the works.
Okay. As we go into 2024, how are the market conditions, the prices in Tulum? So let's talk a little bit about what prices are right now, and also return on investment, because a lot has changed in the past couple of years. Prices have gone up about 20%. And of course, building costs have gone up a lot as well. So that is something that's figured into the cost of real estate here in the Riviera Maya. So what are the prices like in Tulum right now?
Good question. So I can give you like the wide variety of ranges. Something very important to note is that a lot of developers are selling in pesos right now, okay? So this would be depending on the exchange rates, but you can get studios starting at around $120,000. And then if you add 15 or 20% on top of that cost, you will get either a penthouse or a garden unit, okay? We always recommend doing a penthouse or a garden because that keyword really sells out a lot more on Airbnb or Vrbo or any short-term rental platform, okay? Also garden units. You've got the private pool, you've got the garden. If you get like really good interior design, you're gonna get a lot more rentability in gardens and penthouses. Then you go to your 1-bedrooms. So 1-bedrooms would be around, say, $199. Okay, Then 2 bedrooms around $270,000. 3 bedrooms start around $370,000. And then you've got your villas, right? So if you want a standalone home, or if you want a villa, a house, you're gonna get a 3-bedroom villa starting around the $399,000, I would say. That would be like the starting price for 3 bedrooms. Then if you want something that's 4 bedrooms plus, they start around $450,000 all the way to $16 million, which is crazy. I mean, I think that's one of the most expensive villas that I've seen in the entire Mexican country. Is in Tulum. It's crazy.
And then, since a lot of people are investors, as far as return on investment, what properties have the best return?
Okay, that's a good question. So what we've seen, there's less inventory for larger units, right? So there's less inventory of villas in the market. There's more condos in the market. However, there are really beautiful condos that can outperform specific villas. So it all depends on the specific property. That's when it comes handy to work with a licensed buyer's agent that can tell you which are the properties that really stand out in the competition, right? So what I would suggest is getting, either penthouses or garden units. If it's 3+ bedrooms, they do have more rentability. There's less supply of units, and there's a bigger demand. There's a demand of bachelorette parties, larger groups that are traveling together, correct.
And another thing that has changed a lot because the prices of construction have changed a lot are the pre-existing homes or condos. They're a little bit more popular now because the price comparison to brand new, because they're a little larger, but they were built when it was cheaper, correct?
Yes, that is correct also. So resales are being more popular nowadays. And also we're talking about a lot of clients want to be beachfront, right? So for beachfront properties, you are looking at condos. So we've got beachfront condos and we've got beachfront houses.
But very limited, right, in Tulum?
Extremely limited. So in the Tulum hotel zone, the density is extremely low. So they only allow like eco-friendly type of hotels, lodges. So there are a couple of like secret bays right next to Tulum. They're like 10 minutes away from Tulum downtown. And there we can find condos starting around $450,000 for a 2-bedroom condo. And you can find villas. The villas are above the $1 million.
And we have another video about beachfront real estate, which covers right outside of Tulum as well. So that's another video to check out. So that's another Tulum video. We hope we have answered most of your questions. If you would like to know more or work with Sebastian and his team, you can send an email. We'll have his link in our article attached to this video. What things can you send to our readers if they're interested in Tulum?
So if you reach out to us, the first thing we're going to send is our very useful buyer's guide with all the ins and outs on how to purchase property in Mexico and specifically in the Riviera Maya. Along, we will send the Future of Tulum PDF document that includes all the future infrastructure projects that are undergoing in Tulum as we speak, delivery dates, renderings, the maps of the Tulum Jaguar Park, also all the maps of the zoning and different regulations that you need to know. And if you would like, we could also do a brief 20-minute consultation call completely free so that you can get access to the paid version of AirDNA and get all the Airbnb stats, what rents, what doesn't, average daily rates, occupancy, so that you can make the smartest investment decision.
And we know that most people do want to invest in the area, possibly as a return on investment, but don't forget, it's an investment in your happiness. We're actually filming this in December and it is beautiful weather. And so we both have chosen to live here. It is a great quality of life. And especially in Tulum, where you can find everything from beautiful condos like these, and you can find kombucha and vegetarian food and Italian coffee and everything else. So it is about a quality of life living here in the Riviera Maya, and often at a more affordable price. So that is a great perk of living here. Thanks for watching our video on Tulum. We'll be bringing you more because things are always changing. As you see, there's new developments and the Riviera Maya is always improving. So we'll keep bringing you videos. For now, thanks for watching and we'll see you online.